How to recover expired reports in CA View. This video will present procedures that can be used to recover reports in CA View that were either accidentally deleted or had prematurely expired. If a report has been accidentally deleted or prematurely expired from a CA View database, there are View utilities that can be used to restore the report. The utilities to be used depend on whether you are able to immediately identify which View tape contains the expired report. If you immediately know which View tape has the expired report, you can add the report back to the database using the SAR TDR tadd function. The SAR TDR tadd function is used to re-add specific reports, generations, or resource groups from an archival tape that either still exists or has expired from a View database. An entire archive tape can also be re-added. The function will populate the View master index with information about the reports on the tape. Below is sample JCL for SAR TDR. Presented here is a list of reports in a View database. Two of the reports that reside only on tape will be deleted. The SAR TDR tadd job, shown here, will be submitted for the purpose of restoring the deleted reports. The report list now reflects the deleted reports being added back. If the report was under ERO control, you need to adjust the retention accordingly so that the report is not expired again at the next View standard backup. Below is a sample sysout selection list panel found by scrolling right, using F11, from the first panel that shows the ERO ID field. If the field has a non-blank value, that is an indication that the report is under ERO control. There are two methods that can be used to bring a report back to disk. If a report's retention has been adjusted and the report is to remain on disk as well as tape, the SAR TDR tload function can be used. Below is sample JCL. If you want to bring a report back to disk temporarily, you can select the report with L for load, or by using, in batch, SAR batch load. Either way, since it is brought back to disk temporarily, the report will be retained on disk for the number of generations specified in the SAR init parameter holdTemp. If you do not know on which tape the report resides, and the report was deleted by the backup process, you may be able to identify on what date the report was first backed up to tape by consulting a SAR BKLST report. The SAR BKLST report, generated by the View started task SAR STC via the SAR BKLST DD statement, lists the report activity that occurs for each backup. Per the sample report shown below, the SAR BKLST report shows reports that are backed up for the first time, reports that have expired and have been deleted by the backup, any View tapes that have expired, due to all of the reports on them having been expired. If you do not know on which tape the report resides, and the report was accidentally deleted by a user, determine the archive date of the missing report. In the View sysout selection list, identify other reports that were archived on the same date. In the below example, report 01, archived on 1/23/2008, was deleted and needs to be retrieved. Locate, using F11 to scroll to the right, the tape seek field, which will note the tape sequence number of the tape that contains the report. In the below example, report 01, archived on 1/23/2008, was deleted and needs to be retrieved. The report resides on tape sequence number 108. Note, the tape sequence number, as shown in ISPF 3.4, is the last node of the dataset name of the tape. For example, tape sequence number 108 would have a last node of T0000108, as in the dataset name public.viewvd01.sartape.t0000108. Run a SAR TCP tape map on the tape with the same tape sequence number. Sample JCL is shown here. If the report shows to be on that tape, use SAR TDR tadd to add it back to the view index. If the report is not there, run SAR TCP tape maps on the preceding tapes, or, if needed, the following tapes, until the missing report is found. Again, if the report shows to be on that tape, use SAR TDR tadd to add it back to the view index. If the report cannot be found on any view tape, but it is on a full volume backup of the database that was created by FDR or DFDSS or a similar backup product, determine the archive date for the missing report, determine a full volume backup taken after but close to that date, restore the full volume backup to a temporary view database, and verify that the missing report has a location of disk. Run SAR batch using a load control card to load the report to a sequential dataset. Here's a sample JCL for SAR batch load. Run IEBGener to put the dataset into JES in the correct class, destination, and form, so the view task will archive the report into the appropriate database. Here is sample JCL for IEBGener. Run another SAR batch using the change control card with the arcdate function, available with View 11.0 and higher, that allows the archive date to be changed, in this case back to the original archive date. Note, see Informational PTF QI 87782 for details on the backdating feature. Here is sample JCL for SAR batch change to change the archive date. Having a user accidentally delete a report or having a report be expired due to any confusion with its retention should now be much more easily addressable with the procedures and information shown in this presentation.